Hi guys, welcome back to Hairdryer's Treatment. Soph and Meg are back with another watch along. Meg, I'll get straight into it. Firstly, how are you feeling about this one tonight?
That's jumped right into it, Soph. If anybody answers other than confident, and you need to pop up and tell me why, because there is absolutely no reason to not be confident going into this game. It's not like I've even predicted a 4-0. That's how confident I am. But I feel like we've got to give them a little bit of respect. But come on, it surely anything but a win is an absolute disaster for Manchester United.
I agree, and obviously you're ambitious that we're going to score some goals and keep a clean sheet as well. I mean, we've seen the lineup now. Obviously, we've seen Lindelof is back in with Maguire, Shaw left back, Wan-Bissaka right back, but probably the biggest news is the fact that De Gea's back in, Meg. I mean, what do you think? Why has Ollie done that? Do you think that he's treating this competition more seriously than the league at the moment, or do you think he's just trying to rotate?
I think it's a little bit of rotation. Obviously, De Gea's not been playing, and Henderson has been playing. So it's like an opportunity to give the one who hasn't been playing, in this case, obviously De Gea, chance to play and to start, because I just think it's one of those positions that you don't really rotate too much in, obviously in terms of normally you do have a cup goalkeeper, but because De Gea has been out for personal reasons and not just because it's been a different competition, then I think that's why Henderson has had this opportunity, but just to get De Gea some minutes.
Yeah.
Whatever he was going to pick tonight, people would read so much into it. If he had picked Henderson, you'd have seen everyone go on Twitter or online or the press go, "That's it. Ollie's made his mind up. Henderson's number one." He's picked De Gea, and everyone's like, "Oh, we've picked De Gea. Now we've got this issue going on." Listen, they're both good goalkeepers. Whatever he was going to do tonight, someone will write something about it.
Yeah, you're right. You kind of can't win in that sense, can he? Love the Villa says 4-0 surely will not be that easy. Look, I hope that Meg is spot on with that one. Another player, this is interesting, and we're going to get to the attacking players at the minute, is Rashford. Obviously, he's back in. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter not happy with that selection. Cavani's on the bench, so, I mean, where do you stand with that? Because I think for a while now, people have been saying it's clear that he's not fully fit, Rashford. He's playing through a bit of a knock. Do you think he's that important at the minute to Ollie that he just simply can't leave him out?
Yeah, I think he is. And I also think, look, okay, we know that he's carrying an injury, but they would not let him play if they weren't sure he was at match fitness.
Yeah.
That he was able to play. They wouldn't do it because they're that level. They're elite players. There's elite, backroom staff and doctors at the club. They wouldn't let him play if they didn't think that he was able to play.
Yeah.
So look, they do as they want, and in this case, Rashford's playing, and therefore, to me, I read that as he's been through a medical test and he's come out the other side of it fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if it was us, you can see that Rashford is a player that wants to play all the time, but you don't get to just play at that level unless you're fit.
Yeah, hopefully it pays off the selection for Rashford. It doesn't come back to bite us. Obviously, I've got Spurs at the weekend as well, another important game. But I just feel with the selection, he's obviously gone out strong with this one. He hasn't really kept Sunday's game in mind, has he? Which tells you everything about Ollie's opinion on this competition. Like he's showing Granada the respect, but also the competition the respect as well. He's going all out to win this, isn't he, Meg? Like he wants a trophy. You can clearly see that by his selection.
Yeah, and I know you'll love this, Soph. I think you quite like the fact that he's put a strong team, because Soph will always say, you play your strongest team, you get the job done, and then you take the players off. If say we didn't win this, and we put a really rotated squad out, or we play the younger players, or we're not up to scratch, the amount of pressure. And therefore, you definitely cannot rotate on that second leg because you'd have to go out there and win. Yeah. The amount of pressure on that second leg as well, especially again, another game through in the Premier League season. So regardless of what happens on the weekend, you'd have that added pressure of the Europa League coming up. Whereas I do think, and you are right when you say, you play your strongest team, you get the job done. I think Ollie's gone out and said, right, we'll make this a one-leg tie. Like we did against Sociedad, where we've got the job done in the first leg. then you can rotate, and then it doesn't matter what you do in the second leg. If you score 4 tonight, there is no way you should be losing the tie over 2 legs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, get it done. Get the job done tonight.
Yeah.
I agree. Good evening to Daniel. Just looking forward to another fun watch along. It should be entertaining. Hopefully it's an entertaining game as well, and we get to celebrate some goals. That would be nice, wouldn't it? And Solskjaer apparently said that Marcus Rashford is okay. He's a bit sore, but he's not worried about the injury at all. There was no doubt in my head about playing him. So there you go. That tells you that Ollie is fully behind Rashford playing. He sees him as being fit enough to start. I just hope, obviously, that pays off, what we've already mentioned. Good evening to Doug in the chat. Doug, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for tuning in. Evening to Ian. 3-1 United, says Rocco. Guys, get your predictions in whilst we carry on going through the team. Get your score predictions in the chat and we'll get through as many as we can. But the midfield, Meg, McTominay, Pogba. Obviously, you're a big Pogba fan, so you'll be happy to see that. Are you surprised Fred doesn't start in there, though? And it's McTominay and Pogba.
I think Fred's played quite a bit at the moment. I think McTominay came on in the last game. No, I'm not surprised. I think for me anyway, I would always put Bruno and Pogba in that midfield. I know that Pogba has played higher. As for me personally, I prefer him more central. And he does drift like out wide anyway on occasions. But I do like him playing in a more central role to start with as his allocated position. And then that just leaves. I'm just watching, by the way. Pippa Monique's just come on the advert for me.
Class.
Guys, if you're watching Pippa's new show on BT Sport on Saturday mornings at 11 o'clock. But what was I saying about Pogba? Yeah, so it's always Pogba and Bruno for me. And then it's just either McTominay or Fred. And okay, it's the Europa League and I'm going to use the whole, it's a cup game and they rotated. But for me, I'm all right with McTominay in there. I'll take that.
Yeah, I think McTominay's drive and run through the middle, his energy sometimes we lack. Obviously, we've said Fred, fantastic getting the ball back, but hopeless at keeping the ball, gives it away far too easily. I'd like to think we'll have some sense of control in that midfield with them two in there. Bruno obviously in front of them. I think for Bruno as well, this is a big game. We're expecting another big game from him. You'd probably say he's been off the ball the last few games. We all know how influential he is, but he hasn't been up to his best. We haven't been up to our best, so I'm hoping, like you, that we get a positive reaction today, positive performance, and like you say, get the tie done in this first leg. That's what I want to see. And then obviously front three, we've got Rashford on the left, Greenwood centrally, which I'm happy to see. I think Greenwood is far more natural playing as that central striker, and obviously on the right as well, we've got Dan James. Dan James, Meg, where do you stand with him starting? Because to be fair to him, it was in a decent run of form. He scored obviously that header for Wales as well, and then he got dropped again, didn't he? Are you happy to see him starting tonight?
I think it's a good opportunity for him again. Like we saw how his performance were consistently better the more minutes that he got, and we always talk about players playing with confidence. He was playing with confidence. You could see that as soon as he got a few minutes and like a few games under his belt, he started to hit a bit of form for him. Then got the drop, but I do think it's a great opportunity for him. Greenwood, like you said, through the middle, dangerous. I think he's really come on as a player. I know he hasn't been as prolific in terms of what he did from last season. He kind of burst on it, didn't he, on the scene. He kind of came on and he made a huge difference with Martial and Rashford and Greenwood all last season. But for me, I think he is a more, not like a chiseled player, but you know how like his whole performance is coming together more rather than just like bursts here and there. But yeah, do like him going down the middle. Yeah,
Greenwood, I think this could be a big game for him. You're on a European stage against. He's trusted into play centrally over Cavani, which is a big call, you'd say. Normally Greenwood gets forced out onto that right hand side. Cavani plays centrally. So look, we all know his ability. We know he's a quality finisher. I just hope that we can give him some service today. The likes of Bruno, Dan James putting the crosses in. Rashford, can be a danger, cutting in off that left hand side as well. Going forward, it is exciting, isn't it, Meg? I just hope that, we saw last few games move the ball slowly. I just hope that we start the game sharply with a bit of tempo. And I feel that if we do that, we could get a few goals tonight. I genuinely do. If we start this game quickly, then I feel like Granada could be there for the taking. But the more that we slow it down, the more that Granada grow into this game, the more the game goes on without scoring, they're going to grow in confidence, aren't they?
Yeah, and it's a huge game for them, isn't it? Like they were saying before, their first European competition, therefore their first quarter final, they're playing a team like Manchester United.
Cracked a cannon.
Sorry, that's Josh in the background. I'm on the orange squash before anyone says anything. Not me. But yeah, huge game for them. And if they can stay in the game, their confidence will grow. They've beaten Napoli. They're not going to be a pushover. They're playing what they have played well. They're here for a reason. They've not scraped through the group stages. They've already won in a knockout stage, so they can do it. But for me, I just think, the camera's going along the United lineup now. This should be a Manchester United win.
Should be. You
look at the players that, like I said, as the lineup's gone down there, the camera over the lineup, it's got to be a Manchester United win, surely.
Their players, you've got Kennedy, Soldado, obviously familiar faces in their lineup. Like you say, Meg, looking at, you've just panned across the whole team there, looking at the ability we've got in our squad, like, this should be a formality, shouldn't it? But it's Manchester United, and we all know it depends what United turn up. I just hope that we start this game quickly. Managers are just giving a little handshake there. Ollie's looking relaxed, to be fair. He's smiling.
I'm going to say this now to everyone. I am slightly behind Sophie on the stream. The BT Sport app on my iPad is just seems to always be behind. We tried to reset it and it got further behind, so I can't win. So with Soldado up front, though, surely that means we can win some aerial headers and some aerial duels.
You'd think.
Surely they're not going to put ping balls up to Soldado against Lindelof and Maguire tonight. And if they do, Lindelof, it's your time to get some confidence on these aerial duels.
Yeah, and big ups to Zoe. Thanks for tuning in. Let's have some of the predictions in the chat then. Let's scroll through. Predicted a 1-1. This is Mark. Would you take a draw, Meg? From this situation right now, I'd say no. Obviously, we'd for the win. I wouldn't be satisfied with a draw. But like I say, what United turns up, we'll define that. 2-0 to United, says James.
James, there with the 2-0. And Owen, multiple away goals. That's what I want. Multiple away goals.
3-0 there. Smash the like button, Doug. Thank you so much for that. Please do hit that like button and subscribe if you are new as well. I'd appreciate that. Rocco's gone 3-1 as well. So all in all, to be fair, positive predictions. So what's your prediction? What you going for?
I'm going for a 4-0. I'm going for Greenwood with 2. Bruno and Rashford.
Lynx is going with a 3-0 to United as well. You know what? I'm going to match that. You know what? Your confidence is kind of brushed off on me because before this I was thinking, 2-1. Feel a bit nervous. We haven't been convincing last few games. I've been talking to you and seeing all the confidence in the chat, and now I'm just like, yeah, come on, we're going to smash them. So I'm going with a 3-0. I'd like to see Mason get on the score sheet. Greenwood, I think he's one of these players where he's doing everything right. He needs to just find that final. I think our final ball at times lets us down. We kind of overplay it, and I think he suffers for that. But he's clinical, we know that. So as long as he gets the chances, I think he'll score. I'd like to see Bruno on the score sheet, and I'm going to say Lindelof from a corner or something like that. I'd like to see Lindelof get a goal as well tonight. 2-1 to United, 2-0 to United, 3-1, 4-1. It's a lot of confidence. I can't not go for us scoring many goals after.
If you're not confident going this game, so we've got to have a chat.
I think my head's still thinking about how we played against Brighton. To be fair,
I know, but I just think, if we don't go out there and win with this team, it's clear that Ollie's put a strong team out.
Fast start here from Granada.
We could do with a better start than this.
Weber, Wan-Bissaka, let's look after it. Then Rashford sits it back to Shaw. What's he doing? Get rid. How's he so chill there, Luke Shaw?
Again, so if I am behind you, so.
Sorry. Doug, please, if you could keep us updated, that would be brilliant. Obviously, we'll flag it up on the screen. Ankit says 3-1. Evening to Curlers says, let's hope Doug is right when we thump them and then can rest players for the second leg. That would be nice. As Meg said, let's get the job done in the first leg. That would be good. And Jesus Walk said 6-0 to United. Again, that would be nice. That would be a nice one. What channel are they on? They're on HDT Sport 1. No, I'm only joking. They're on BT Sport 2 HD is what they're on. There you go. Alex has just confirmed that as well.
And sorry, 1 second. Ben, were you here when I did my prediction, or did you miss that bit? Are we on the same wavelength here? Literally exactly what I predicted. Take that. If it comes in though, I hope you put a bet on because I haven't. And if you do put a bet on, we're sharing it.
Nice. I did put a bet on, but as I said, I forgot what it even was now. I don't know.
Just check it at the end and it'll be a nice surprise.
Yeah. Every now and again I'll see if I can cash out on it or something. I don't know. I'm not the best at betting and stuff like that. Alex says, come on, United, let's try and get a few away goals. Exactly. Let's try and be positive. Fast tempo, keep the ball moving. If you do that, then I've no doubt we've got the talent, Meg, to unravel this Granada team. But at the same time, they're unpredictable. We say, look, we're so inconsistent. I think they're a bit like that. They have got the odd result in them. You mentioned they've already beat Napoli. They're 9th in the Liga at the minute. So I think they are very unpredictable. But we all know what it's like when they're playing against United. It's always like a cup final, isn't it?
Yeah, and like we said, this game for them is massive. I do wonder, obviously they are playing at home. Like I said, for us, I want to see multiple away goals. I just think just being able to go back to Old Trafford and have that cushion, with at least the 2 goals. Obviously, I want 4, but at least the 2 goals serves you really well over like a 2-leg tie.
Good luck to Rick there. Says, come on, Granada. Good luck from Spain. Good luck to you as well. And may the best team win. As I say, and thank you for tuning in from Spain as well. Really appreciate that. To be fair, Granada have made a pretty positive start to the game. They're up for it, definitely. What's your thoughts on this kit, Meg? Our kit?
Our kit?
Yeah. I've got it and I just...
We talked about this the other day. This is probably my least favourite of the 2 shirts. Yeah, I think it's because the colour looks different completely from on screen to in person.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether it's like a black, a grey, it almost looks green, like a murky green.
I'm not sold on it. It's not sold. I might put a bet on a number of subs for United till 75 minutes. Do it. Balls to back post to Kennedy. Pogba comes away with it though. Come on then, let's drive.
Yes.
It's a good ball from Pogba. Rashford's away on the left-hand side.
I am so far behind you all.
Go to the box. Oh, Rashford. Still got it though. In their area. Out to Bruno. McTominay, edge of the area. Goes to the shot, but it's blocked. That's better though. Some space to run into on the counter-attack for Rashford. That left-hand side, Meg, that's where threat seems to come down, doesn't it, with Short and Rashford?
Yeah. I think we all know that Wan-Bissaka's attacking prowess is not as strong as his defending prowess, is it? So the link up between those two, again, the English connection could be something. But yeah, we do tend to go and head down that side a lot. It's our strongest side for definite.
Yeah, definitely is. Arsenal obviously playing as well today, so that should be interesting. A lot of people are saying, Meg, they expect it to be a United-Arsenal final.
I think, this game, like I said, I'm very confident in these 2 legs that we will come out of this tie. Our next game...
On Pogba?
You've got Ajax or Roma. That would be really interesting to play either of them.
Yeah.
Pogba's just taking the shot now for me. It'd be really interesting to play either of them. I think they're both doing well in terms of their season. Ajax especially doing well. I think Ajax will beat Roma. It's then down to Ajax and United. The Arsenal side of the draw.
Yeah.
Couple of seasons ago, so yeah, Arsenal will come through that.
Yeah, we've got a streaker on the pitch.
How have they got in?
Well, who on earth is he there? It's funny, but who on earth is there?
How on earth have they allowed that to happen?
Oh, that's funny.
What do you think about Rashford boots? The bright pink.
I'm trying to see them. How have you seen them?
They just showed it.
Oh, I missed him. I was too busy thinking about the streaker.
Wait, though. Is
I
that
was
right?
proper confused because obviously we're watching it on mute, so there's not been any commentary. So I'm looking up and I'm thinking, who the hell's that? That's funny. Rashford limping already. Doesn't look good. Arsenal too cocky by far. I saw a lot of Arsenal fans saying I wasn't too busy zooming in. I didn't zoom in. I was just a bit confused by the whole situation. But yeah, Arsenal fans were like celebrating their draw, weren't they? But I do think Arsenal will go through, to be fair. Oh, Pogba's lost it there. It's a foul. It's a booking as well for Paul Pogba.
That was a lunge into that challenge.
Yeah, it was. Lost the ball, didn't he?
Very early to be picking up a card.
Look away, ladies. It's too cold to careless. I thought it was Salah running at one point. It's
He's running away from that Liverpool performance at the other day.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I didn't watch it. I was watching obviously the other game, but
I watched it and look, I mean everyone was mocking Liverpool, but at the end of the day, they're playing on a Tuesday night against Real Madrid. We're playing on a Thursday against Granada right now. Yes, it's nice to see them. I mean, I love Real Madrid. Same for you. Are you Barcelona or Real Madrid?
Real Madrid.
Same. So I if I had to choose, I'd obviously choose Real Madrid. But what can we say when we're playing Granada and they're playing Real Madrid on a Tuesday? That's where we want to get back to. Yeah. And hopefully we will be next season, either through the Prem or through this cup.
Should be next season, definitely. Yeah, Doug said it's poor performance from them. Salah, yet again, scoring now. He just has that tendency to score. He does pop up, doesn't he, to be fair? Doug, I'd be interested to know, because obviously we've seen some mad things happen at Anfield, haven't we, regarding, like, especially in the Champions League with Liverpool. They've come back from some mad positions in the past. Do you think that this is all well and done now with this one, or can you see Liverpool doing something mad at Anfield? And Meg, what do you think about that as well? Granada got a free kick.
So I'll wait till this free kick goes. I can't, with no commentary, I don't know if they're near taking this free kick.
It's kicked into Ronaldo, but it's headed away by Bruno. He's claiming that the play was offside, though.
What did I say? Was he onside?
Yeah.
If he has, he's timed that very well.
Way off. Thank you, Keith, for that. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in. Your defences looked all over the place. What's happened to Alexander-Arnold? Yeah, obviously referring to Liverpool. Did you see the clip of James? Is it James Redmond? The Liverpool fan. And he's talking and saying his game will get better from this. And then he's like, I think Trent will become a better player from this genuinely. He might make more mistakes in this game. And the next thing you know, it's just like
I'm just sorry to interrupt, but he was so far offside. Why have we still got a corner? This is what I will never understand about VAR.
Honestly, I tweeted saying I'm going to turn it off, and I did turn it off. That the other day, Bellingham, that goal that was disallowed, that disgusted me.
But I still
don't understand it.
Why? That's so clear and obvious. He's 5 yards off.
Like that Bellingham one, though. Like we were literally given a goal after full time against Brighton in the league, and yet they can't go back and look at what was a clear and obvious mistake from the referee. It was a goal, and it would have been history for him as well. Like, he would have made history. 17-year-old scoring in the Champions League. I was gutted for him.
And in terms of the whole Trent thing, I mean, it was just. But then he did, like, in the second half, everyone talked obviously about his lack of ability in terms of defending, and Real Madrid went on 2-on-1 against him, and he didn't allow them past. And they did then go and score literally 5 seconds later because everyone stood still. But you do one thing good, you do one thing bad. One thing good, one thing bad. You can't, at this level, you can't play like that. You've got to be, at least 80% of your performance has got to be good. Yeah, consistently, or above that, 80% or above. Otherwise, you don't get near it.
Everyone's opinion on VAR. Please don't talk about VAR. Like, I completely agree with you. It's so frustrating, But VAR aside, obviously PSG Bayern Munich yesterday. What a game that was, by the way. Munich not having Lewandowski, I think, was a big, and Gnabry, to be fair, loss for them. But they're still in the tie. Mbappe, though, Meg, how good is he?
I mean, I was at training myself last night, so I didn't actually get to watch that game, which I'm gutted about because two huge teams in Europe battling for one place to go through. But Mbappe, you say he's like the future of football, like he already is there. It's not even the future; he's just there.
And Neymar, to be fair, got 2 assists. To McTominay to Pogba, out to Wan-Bissaka on the right hand side. You're so slow, Meg. Pogba went for a little.
That ball was just in front of them.
We're just so slow passing the ball. That game yesterday, Munich and PSG, shows you the level, constantly moving off the ball. For every player who's got the ball, there's constantly options. And for us, it's just so slow. Rashford again is being pictured, not moving smoothly. Wan-Bissaka to Bruno. Looks for a flip to James, but again, Granada easily clear it up. This is not what we wanted, Meg. We wanted to start quickly.
I mean, everyone wants to start quickly, don't they? In terms of you need to get yourself a goal. Like we said, Granada will come into this game. The longer they stay in it, the more their confidence grows.
Yeah.
We don't want a battle on our hands. We need to get this job done in this first leg.
Yeah, Doug says we're crying out for a right back cover. I'm sorry, but Trent just needs to smell out a team. He's still only 21 and needs to improve. If he doesn't get picked this time, then he still has 4 to 6 tournaments. Yeah, he's still young, isn't he? I think a lot of people forget that because he's obviously been playing at first team level for Liverpool for a while now, hasn't he?
You talk about young, like Greenwood is leading the line for Manchester United at the age of 19.
Lingard's still young as well. I mean,
still got it. So many good players. They've got a lot of time to learn, haven't they, and master the art of football. They're
Go on, and James, do
they're
something.
so good at this age. What are they going to be like?
Wan-Bissaka at the byline, he pulls it back in the corner. Yes, corner. Come on, Come on, Lindelof. I said he'll score. Come on.
Just imagine.
But I had a good feeling about him.
Okay.
Daniel says that we're talking about signing Haaland. We'll probably bring Pele out of retirement and sign him. Just as realistic. Meg, do you think we stand a chance about Haaland? For me, he's going elsewhere.
No.
I'd love to sign him.
No, I mean, the talk of obviously Sancho, Greenwood.
Well, Pogba? Oh, thought he was going to do something spectacular.
I mean, that would have been a goal from that far out and overhead. No, I don't think we'll get Haaland because I think, well, from what you're hearing at the moment, Sancho is more likely again. We do this, don't we? We put all our
eggs in one basket
to a player in one transfer window, and then we get them 2 transfer windows later. That was lucky from Wan-Bissaka that throw in.
And Pogba needs to be careful as well, pulling him. He's just been booked. Come on, let's speed it up. Too slow. Exactly. I agree with this. Same as last game. Too static. Curlis has asked if you painted your living room, Meg. Is that boring this game? You're literally watching the paint on Meg's wall.
Literally watching the paint dry. No, but I feel like every game there's going to be an addition to like the shelves. I changed the clock for anyone noticing. Changed it.
I did see a comment earlier, actually. Someone did notice that. And look at City, the punch passes into each other's feet. Our players pass it slowly, and that's why it's constantly cut out. Yeah, slow, with no movement off the ball, which is so predictable. I agree. You look at the like Bayern Munich, PSG, City, teams like that. Like the tempo is just completely different, isn't it, Meg? Like we slow it down way too much.
And at times you can play like a slower tempo to kind of draw players, and then that pass has got to be crisp, sharp, whatever. As soon as you're going to enter a phase of play, you can have different speeds, but ours is very one-dimensional for the first 15 minutes in this game. There hasn't been that change of tempo when we go to attack.
Yeah, everything's into Granada, hasn't it?
Yeah, like if we're going to play slower to build up, that's fine. But as soon as you make a decision to go and attack and finish the attack in terms of we'll have a phase of play to get a shot off. That's got to be sharp. That's got to be crisp.
Yeah. Luke Shaw on the left-hand side to Rashford. Switches it out to Wan-Bissaka. See, I think we need to do that more as well. Switch it. Dan James into Pogba. There's not a lot of movement.
James there could have opened up.
Bruno's going for Shaw with a switch. He's cut out. Sums us up at the minute, just so slow. It suits them perfectly. They're just sliding across the pitch. Put one ball over the top, which they're chasing, but Lindelof and Maguire have dealt with it.
Dealt with it.
Back to De Gea. Well, turn out then, Maguire. We do seem half asleep. Good evening to Andrew. I hope you're doing well, Andrew. Thank you for tuning in.
You can see they're leaving one player up top in Soldado, and I just think if they're going to put players behind the ball like they haven't and like they just did, then lump it up to Soldado and hope for the best.
Yeah.
We've got to be, like I said, different, changes of tempo, play it slow, and then crisp at the end. But
everything just seems so hopeful. Oh, he's done Wan-Bissaka there, nearly Kennedy. Thought that was a foul being given.
No, he's saying nothing for it.
Still no goals in any other game. Good pass by McTominay to Greenwood. Lucky there to Wan-Bissaka. Again,
look how many Granada players are behind the ball right now.
Yeah. Bruno.
All but one behind the ball.
Free kick.
And this is where it's going to be difficult for us as Manchester United. This is where we aren't the best in terms of teams around us. They've got 10 players behind the ball and left one up top.
Yeah. About 25 yards out, Bruno free kick is blocked off there. Went for the give and go with Rashford. Go on, smash this in.
Technical, Soph, that is.
Smash it in.
Whack it, Soph.
Looks like Rashford's standing over it, to be fair, from here.
Them pink boots. If he scores in these pink boots.
I need to see these boots close up. I missed them last time. The streak had distracted me. Soph and Meg, honestly, do you see United playing with a style of player, or is it just everyone doing their own thing? At times, I think it does look like that. We're waiting for that individual talent, doesn't it, Meg? I don't know. At first, when we saw Ollie take over, I thought, we're obviously going for that counter-attacking football, and I think that is very much our style, counter-attacking. But as Meg said, teams get smart, and teams know that if they're sitting against us, we'll struggle. And that's where we struggle. That's where Ollie struggles. We need to find that plan B. How do we play against these teams? How do we break them down?
Rashford for the free kick.
Over the top.
Way over. You know, because he scored that one against Chelsea, that was sensational of a free kick.
Ollie's looking like we
think he could, he can put this top bins. There's that glimmer of hope every free kick.
Yeah, but it only happens do you remember just before Rashford put that in against Chelsea, when he smashed that in? That's going to become a meme now. When he did that, just before it, every time he stood over a free kick, everyone was like, oh no, not Rashford again. Oh no, everyone was dreading it every time Rashford did that, and then he steps up and he pulls it that worldie.
But that was some free kick.
Because he missed so many before.
That's why now, though, even then, I'm like, he could do this. And if we start messing about with it at the back, they'll smash it in.
Smash it in. Smash it in. Rashford lost it.
Don't lose.
That sums us up this first half.
Maguire's got to get over to him.
Away by Lindelof. It's been a poor start, to say the least. Well done, Bruno. Left another one on Rashford there, I think. Free kick.
It is. Ben's just put. Let me see, Ben. Put this up. I think the players that are on the pitch definitely have the talent to break teams down.
It's a movement for me. Lack of movement.
The pace of the movement. And there are plenty of times that Pogba and Bruno have linked up, Rashford linked up Martial, and I think they have, but we don't do it consistently enough in the game. We don't create more opportunities. Well, we should create more opportunities that we do. I think our passing is very much letting us down at the moment. You've seen Bruno's passes get cut out. There's not enough pace on it. They're not good enough in terms of we're almost waiting for the ball. You look at the Chelsea goal last night, Mount's goal. The passing to him, firm, crisp, and he was able to just turn and release himself to take a shot. But, Greenwood's, as a centre forward, you don't want Greenwood playing. Look where he is now, right on this right wing.
Because
moving
he's
in
the one to get a
the
touch. Maguire striding forward.
but he's left the ball.
Bruno, edge of the area. You're all right, Meg. There's so many bodies there. Just need to keep the ball moving. And be patient. That's not being patient, Luke Shaw.
That's kicking it at the player, Luke Shaw.
So I look too stressed for the first 20 minutes into a team. I know. I get so stressed. It's because we have so like the expectation before him is so confident. I even said I was like conservative, I was thinking 2-1. You know, also 6-0 in predictions, and then I get hyped up and I'm like, yeah, no, what? We're gonna go for it. We're gonna score early goals. We're gonna be at it, and then this is the real.
But we're second half FC. You know, we can come out in the second half. We've got to. You have to wear the teams down, especially if you're going to put 10 players behind the ball. You've just got to wear them down and be patient.
Thought that was a free kick on Bruno, but the ref doesn't know.
He's thrown himself to the floor a bit there. Come on.
Good tackle by Maguire. Doug, hay fever is okay. I think I've got a flu basically. I have done some COVID testing. I am negative, but I felt a bit like snuffly last few days. Got a bit of the flu, but I'm all good. Thank you for asking.
Cut that out. Mm-hmm.
Just throw into Granada. Curtis says, shout, Meg. Tell them where to stand.
Honestly, I would do.
Chugging into that bottle saves the nerves. So probably right, to be fair, subconsciously. Not even realising.
That's got to be a foul. He literally kicked him.
Did look like a foul to me. Do you coach your school teams? I have done, and obviously I'm now at an independent school, so they haven't got a team as such, but I have said to some of the lads that I am going to set up a team after lockdown, and they can play against other independent schools. So yeah, I'll do a bit at school, to be fair. Have you ever done coaching, Meg?
Yeah, I used to coach a girls' team for a few seasons, but I had to stop because my training and their training coincided in times, and I just didn't have any. I was trying to play at the time I was at West Brom, so I was trying to play there and then coach the girls, get to the girls' game on the weekend, get to my game on a weekend, work, go to university. Yeah, it was just tough. I didn't have the time.
Yeah, it's a lot of time and effort, especially if you do like not a school team, like a club team. Moving it away again. So hopeful with everything. What did it by McTominay that?
The only thing that,
it was a foul. I agree.
The only thing that we can say is because they've got so many players behind the ball, they're not getting out when they get the ball. They're getting, they're putting it up there, but there's nothing. There's one player. We are winning the ball back comfortably, I think, in terms of just inside our defensive half, but there's nothing for them. But it does mean that there's got to be a lot from us to go forward.
I see. So Scrange said if I had the flu, I wouldn't be streaming right now. I'd be able to get out of bed. I haven't got man flu. I've just got the flu. Man flu. Can I imagine Meg being a proper dictator coach screaming at the kids?
No, not at all. Like, I wouldn't scream at the kids. I never screamed at the kids. I was the manager that put my arms around them. And especially yeah, not again with adults. I mean, if you're playing adult football, you should be able to take it. But
why are we so slow?
At the kids' age, it's all about literally having fun. Yeah, it is. I was coaching.
But you have fun when you're winning.
Do you know what? Mad though, because in the girls that I coached, I had girls that were really, really good, but I also had girls that had never played football before.
Yeah.
Ever. So it was trying to manage them to just, they wanted to have an enjoyment in it.
Yeah. I've just seen a picture on Twitter of the shrieker. It's so funny. How on earth did he even get there? Like, is he just blended in? Some naked guys just blended in, like in the stadium where there's barely anyone there. I don't get how that's happened. I do not get how that's happened. That was the most entertaining part of this half, though, definitely.
I mean, if you're going to go, we're just going backwards here.
We did more forward running than we've done all game.
I'm still holding on to second half FC in that we'd be patient enough to break them down.
Rashford's got it. Back to Bruno. And again, Rashford. I think it was a shot over the top.
Definite shot.
To be better from us though. Doug says, "Love the brown hair, Meg."
Thank you. Not quite covered all the greys up, but I mean, it needed doing. So the box had got Davina McCall on, so I was just like, you know what? Let's just go for it. But thank you.
Looks good. Yeah, Rashford. What's that?
Did you see his pink boots?
Yes, I did. They're nice. I would definitely rock them. By the way, was this picture of you white boots? That would never happen when I was playing with you. You changed.
Just, I know. I'm a changed woman. I trained in white boots. Just don't know what came over me. I was like, why not?
Fair play. I just remember you being like very much black and white boots. Kennedy's.
Yeah, I was, but I thought, I'll switch it up a little bit. It was my first session back after obviously lockdown, so I thought, why not just rock the white boots? Went for it.
They're nice though.
Thank you.
I was a bit shocked. I thought, where'd she pull them ones from? Makes change.
Change woman.
Change woman.
Basically, white boots make you look like you go faster. So I was like, well.
Oh, is that right?
Apparently so.
You know what? If I wear all black boots, though, I don't know why I trip up. I remember I had some World Cups before in the warm up. I was at Wolves. You know me, like I had the maddest boots, like I had chrome vapors, the yellow and green vapors, like lime green vapors, like the brightest colours you think of. And I tried some World Cup stuff in the warm up, and I just felt unnatural. I kept tripping up. And I took them off in the warm-up. I remember changing back to my ripped vapors, wherever they were at the time. But what's your favourite ever pair of boots, Meg, that you've ever owned? Boring King, I agree.
My Copers were like my favourite boot. And I had the same pair, and I just loved them. That they were so moulded to my feet. They were absolutely good. But at the end of their wear, because I'd literally worn them out.
Yeah, I think
everyone is playing now. Everyone had an 8 o'clock kickoff, and as far as I'm aware, I think James and Doug have put in the chat that there's no goals in any of the games. So it's a really exciting evening of football right now.
Well, let's go.
I mean, the highlight show would be
why have we kicked the ball back there?
Something incredible.
Yeah. There'll literally just be that streak of running, and then that's pretty much it. Speaking of Phil Jones, slow let him out from under that bed yet. Where is Phil Jones? Is he still injured?
No, he's come back from injury, hasn't he?
I don't bloody know. Do you not know?
Is that Ollie's
my favourite boots ever? I think. Just get that in. Oh no, it's gone out. Either the chrome Mercury Real Vapors or bright yellow and green ones. And everyone, when I wore them, everyone used to call me Cool Runnings. And they used to ask if I had a lucky egg down my sock. Because I look like Cool Runnings. Jamaica, we have a bobsled team. Get in, Rashford! 1-0.
Oh, they was playing the replays and he's just come up.
Smashed it in, mate.
You didn't even get to see the goal.
They slotted it in. I'll take it. Rashford.
I mean,
all you people off in the chat.
Any of the build-up play, too busy showing the replays of them inside netting. Oh, we get goal.
Did that come directly from De Gea? Is that what happened?
No, I literally.
No, plays it short to Lindelof. Can't even see Rashford in the shot at the minute. Oh, here we go. That's a ball, to be fair, and a good run as well.
Great run by Rashford, by the way.
Oh, the pink boots, Meg.
Pink boots. Them pink boots. I've been talking about them boots all game. But that run by Rashford, watch him go along the line first. No, he doesn't just go direct.
That's saying you shouldn't be playing him. He needs to go off. He's limping. That's why you keep him on.
There you go.
I'm eating rainbow drops because I can.
It's an absolute retro street sweet, so.
I know. I saw them today and I thought, I'll go buy them. Tastes like nothing, but they're nice.
We've left him there with plenty of space to turn on the box.
Granada attacking.
We switched off then. The
Yes,
man on the edge of the
I don't know
box.
what day it was.
Man on the edge of the box. Plenty of space. Is that another
Oh, yeah.
foul? Another foul. How many is he giving?
Luckily, Soldado did not know if he wanted a shit or a haircut then. He did not know what day it was. He just hit him in the box. But we were lucky then. Like you said, they gave him plenty of space.
He gave him plenty of space in the edge of that box. I don't really know what he was doing with it, but he managed to find his teammate nearly, back between the two of them. Yeah,
He didn't really smash it, did he? But I had to say it again. Smashed it in.
Brilliant. You know what, have seen it.
Bit of red. Coral. We're going to get into the proper technicalities about the boots there. Coral. Hot pink. Did you have a hot pink Motorola Razr, Meg, as a kid? The phone? Oh, you weren't cool then.
No. Not really.
It was insane.
Yeah, Soph can answer that.
Yeah, but she's meant to be a centre back. She's more box to box. The amount of times that I as a CDM was like, Meg, I've got it. You carry on. And she was slotting in at centre back. I used to hate that though.
Curlers, it's pink. They're pink boots. Oh, deep cross by James. Listen, I like to go on an adventure. So how's that?
It's like Bilbo Baggins. Going on an adventure. And she just goes.
Too complex. Worked out from the back this time, but was tougher opponent will get caught out. Soph and I always talk about playing out from the back. And it gives us a heart attack sometimes. You've got to know when to play it and when not to play it. And I think there is so much pressure put on goalkeepers and defenders to play out from the back now. It's like the done thing, so we've got to do it. Whereas sometimes you haven't got to do it all the time.
I'm not being funny. When you got players like Wan-Bissaka with the ball at his feet, I'm not confident with him playing out from the back. I think we can all safely say defending, is quality, but with the ball at his feet doesn't fill me with confidence.
Play it.
Greenwood, play it off.
Oh, big touch.
Okay then, Fernandez. Pogba. Bruno. Come on, move.
It's just good.
We slowed it down again.
But we should have played. We're leaving almost a one-on-one at the back. They've left another one. Who's that on Rashford?
He's down.
We're gonna play.
Is it, Oh. Is that a corner?
That's a corner.
You have to have the right players to
Yeah, look, pink. I'm not saying that we haven't got the right players. I think we not good enough. But I also think that there is a time and a place to do it. And I don't think it needs to be done every single time. I think what you want to do is draw, obviously, the players in so that you find spaces behind. But I also think you draw them in so much, we still continue to try and do it.
Colin James.
You've seen so many times throughout the Premier League, throughout any football. You don't have to look at the thing that how Xhaka did it the other week. The top teams, they the Premier League teams, will not get it right every time.
Top teams and Arsenal will not get it right every time. Granada players are deliberate. So I thought they do seem to be targeting Rashford's ankle a little bit.
I think they've left quite a number of challenges in.
They have.
How many cards have they got? No. They've got none. They've had plenty of fouls.
No, red and pink, the Boots fans for confirming that. Totally agreed. You have to make the right decision at the right time. And the movement needs to be better off the ball. I don't think our movement's good enough off the ball as well to play it from the back. We need to always have options when the player receives it, and I don't think we do. And that's where we see the mistakes.
I'm trying to find out how many.
Free kick.
How many fouls?
Boring as well, I agree.
They've committed 7 fouls already.
Wow.
And not one card.
None so far for Granada. Pogba's received the only yellow card so far. Good evening to Rohit. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in. That's a big goal, though, that, Meg. We haven't played very well, but you already mentioned the importance of the away goals. Hopefully
We talk about being clinical as well. Let's have a look.
Oh, Greenwood there. McTominay's touch, though.
So in the whole game, they've not had a shot on target. We've had one shot. So if you're talking about being clinical, then 1 out of 1 for us. We've had 3 shots off target.
Yeah, we look nervous at the back when we're defending, though.
Neither team are really creating clear-cut opportunities. But when you get one and you haven't created very much, you've got to take it. Rashford did just that.
Lindelof's ball as well, by the way. Granada with the ball out on the right-hand side for the crossing. Luckily, it's over everyone. Ajax have scored. Let us know who scored, Doug. Ajax in the final as well. That's another one that people could see happening.
I mean, for me, whoever comes out of these, got away with it. Whoever comes out, obviously, this tie, hopefully Manchester United, and like I said, the Ajax and Roma tie, that semi-final is going to be very difficult.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big game. We know what we're like in semi-finals. And whilst this is a big game, because I've said, like, the away goals is important, we need to get this job done. If we get through to that semi-final, huge game for Manchester United and these specific players. Because bar the one, we brought Cavani in, Ahmad in. These are the players that have played last season, and they didn't get through those semi-finals.
Mm-hmm.
Hasn't got through that semi-final. So that's the real test. That's when it comes into it.
Yeah, Clarkson is one who scored for Ajax. Thanks for telling us. Doug confirmed that as well. So we have had another goal then. But it doesn't seem like any of the games are very thrilling at the minute. Free kick to Granada again. 2-0 win to Curlers with the way that we are playing. I think we're going to get.
I'm still confident in the way that the second half will go.
McTominay just got booked as well.
And I just think that's ridiculous. How many fouls have they? How many fouls have they conceded? Then to just book McTominay.
They've done loads on Rashford, nipping at his ankles all the time.
And with Bruno.
Yeah. Arsenal are not good enough to win this. They seem to think they can, but they're deluded. You just know, though, if we play Arsenal, they're going to be up for it. You know that. They always turn up against us. It's a fool's goal to do well in this competition because it means that Ollie stays and he makes more signings.
Ollie will stay.
Is it a post then? Or was it De Gea?
I don't know, but good positioning from De Gea because it was never going through.
We don't look comfortable at the back, though, Meg.
Let's come into a little bit.
Thank you, Rohit. I appreciate that.
Everyone loves that Cantona shirt.
It is a nice shirt, though. Have you heard that they're doing a similar colourway, apparently, for the third kit next season? But then when I've seen the draft...
Yeah, they've taken inspiration from that shirt, haven't they? Listen, the concept kits that have come out for next season, I'm liking the look of them.
Hold at the back post and drags it wide.
Open. Why he stood free?
Drags it wide. Ankit says, I still think this is going to end 3-1. Can see us getting a red card with this ref, Jesus. It does seem to be booking our players a lot easier than theirs. It's supposed to be European football, more like AAP football. My grand could play tonight, says Daniel. Very slow, isn't it? Very slow pace. But we have got the goal now, so we would feel that there's less pressure on us, I suppose, to...
I think we'll see this out till half time.
Greenwood.
I'm all for positive. Oh, who's that that just gave that away?
Greenwood. And Luke Shaw's just pulled him back. Another booking.
He's definitely going to give that yellow card, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Well, listen,
I think that is a yellow card.
Okay, if he has pulled him back, but if he has, he misses the next match as well.
Well, now we definitely got to get the job done in this leg. But if like that's a foul, and for me, that is a yellow card. But the amount of fouls that they have done and have left on players.
Yeah.
It's very unfavourable to Manchester United right now, this ref.
That there, though, was obviously Luke Shaw's got wrong side. He felt he had to stop him. Like yourself, in that one is yellow card.
Another free kick. Straight out. I mean, is that time we're going to... Bruno. For a corner? I thought he'd go out for a goal kick.
Villarreal scored. 1-0 to Villarreal. Gerard Moreno with a goal. Thank you, Doug.
That's Emery's team, isn't it now?
Yeah.
That'd be interesting if Arsenal and them go through.
Ooh. It's a good effort, to be fair there. I think it was Kennedy.
It's a shot on target for them. Fine save.
Again, they've left another one on Pogba there.
That's not going to be a foul, though, is it? He's not even...
Where's he gone digital for Rashford? Like, he's not even given a foul for that.
He didn't even give a foul.
Come on, Greenwood. Misplaced pass from Granada. Greenwood's running down the right-hand side.
Go on, counter on him. Dan James, you've got to be running with him. Lost it.
Come on then, Pogba. Oh. Very scrappy game.
Pogba, you see how Pogba couldn't go in for that 50-50, he knows.
Yeah. Zagreb had a goal disallowed earlier as well. Interesting. I think we were asked about our favourite signing. I don't know who asked us that. I've seen a few people saying Dennis Irwin, Jemba. Who was your favourite ever signing?
Ronaldo? I don't know. I think signings are difficult, aren't they? Because look at the timing of the signing is so important. You look at Bruno and what he did for us last season. I'm not saying it's my favourite ever signing, but the influence of him. He didn't come through as Ronaldo didn't come through as a United graduate, did he?
Yeah.
But I just remember Ronaldo with these little white.
I remember with that big strand.
What? I don't even know what they were. I swear they weren't pieces of a hair. I had no idea what they were. They were just two white things that kind of like dragons, antennae or something.
Goal kick. Into added time in the first half, 2 minutes.
Yeah, just remember when we signed him and it was just I don't even know what they were. They were just woo. The replay of the goal, by the way, that touch by Rashford.
What sign are you most gutted about that just didn't work out? You know, like that play that he's signing, you're buzzing, then it just never worked out for him. Get in the chat as well, answer that, guys. The signing that didn't work out that you were most gutted about.
It didn't work out. Do you know who I wasn't bothered about when he signed? Was Sanchez, and everyone was raving about it, and I was like, I'm not hyped about this signing.
Yeah.
And then it flopped anyway, and I was like, I kind of sat there ooh, I'm so glad I didn't get involved in this. But yeah, I wasn't bothered about him.
Donny could come into that, definitely.
Yeah.
Obviously, still got time, you'd think, but so far, yeah.
I hope he doesn't go this season.
See, even for me, Memphis was one.
Yeah.
When we signed him. Dan James, that's poor.
He's worked back though.
Yeah, good pressing.
That was a nice touch.
Yes, Inspector Gadget, Wan-Bissaka with a tackle. Yeah, Donny could be up there. For me, players like Mkhitaryan, Memphis, Falcao has to be up there for me. Di Maria, even though he's such a snake there and obviously we can't stand him. But at the time, when he scored that little chip against Leicester, I remember losing it thinking, oh my God, look, the player we've signed. I was gutted when it didn't work out. Someone said Fellaini. I miss Fellaini. Fellaini was a very good player.
Stop it.
Good ball that is from Bruno.
And then
Forward.
I thought Dan James was about to take that off him.
He's doing too much again.
If there's that many players around you, it's half time, straight into half time. If there's that many players around you, you've got to take your shot off quicker or move it along quicker.
Yeah. Half time, 1-0. Schweinsteiger, that was the other one I was thinking of, Rohit. Yes. I remember going to Old Trafford and watching Schweinsteiger warm up and being mesmerised, just watching him warm up. He was doing like half volleys and volleys across the pitch, switching it, and it was like pinpoint every single time. And I just remember being like gobsmacked. And he was a player that I wish we'd have signed a lot earlier in his career, Meg Schweinsteiger. World-class goal by Rashford. He was great ball from Lindelof, to be fair. Fellaini suited us more than you guys, says James. Yeah, we were playing him like a ball-playing midfielder at times. Fellaini. And I was thinking I just want him near the front line. Like, he's dangerous in the box. He can hold the ball up. I wanted him to play further forwards, but
Fellaini was like a panic buy, and then he was like that panic player. Like, if we were losing, like,
you shove him on, yeah.
Send it up top. Like, for me, Fellaini just brings panic and chaos. The whole, like I said, the actual signing was such a panic buy. And then whenever we were losing, it was like, revert to the Fellaini mode, and we just put him up front and just go ping balls up to him.
Yeah. So we need a scoreboard. I can add a banner, actually. Let me have a go. But yeah, I think Memphis is one that even now, like a lot of people say, would you take him back? Would you take Memphis back at United? Obviously, he's at Lyon at the minute. He's been decent out in France, to be fair.
He is, but then I always do kind of think, like, it didn't work out first time. Like, why didn't it work out the first time round?
Yeah.
Would it work out again?
You know, I think he's a very talented player. And that obviously when Luke Shaw got injured, them two on that left-hand side, Memphis and Luke Shaw, they had that mad bond, didn't they? They were both flying. Luke Shaw had the horrible leg break injury, and just from that point, I don't know, Memphis never seemed to hit that form again. It's unfortunate, really.
I think, I don't know. I always like I said, bringing a player back. If it didn't work the first time round, then, like I said, what was the reason for that? That's so nice, by the way. I've just broken a nail.
Yeah. You broke it? Oh, man.
Broke a nail. That's so annoying.
There's a scoreboard. There you go. Little one. 1-0. You know what? Signing as well. I was buzzing about Kagawa, you know. When we signed Kagawa, I was buzzing. I thought he was going to be a long-term player for us. And I was gutted that didn't turn out as well. That's another one that we signed, and I felt like I was excited when I saw him play, but then it just never quite worked out. Mkhitaryan was very similar. Obviously, we swapped him with Sanchez to Arsenal, and it just went downhill from there, really, didn't he? But this is a good question, Meg. Would you have Zaha back?
No.
You wouldn't?
No, I think, again, that time has kind of been and gone. And I just think positionally wise, I think with the likes of the players that we've got, and if rumours are to become true in terms of the whole Sancho movement again, then I think if that follows through, then no. With a very short answer, no.
Alex said Fergie made some bad signings. Kleberson, Bebe, Jemba, Taibi, Bosnich, Bellion and Varane. David Bellion, remember him very clearly. Players like Makeda as well, who burst onto the scene. And again, you expected a lot more from. Scored that goal against Villa and everyone was losing it. Love the Villa said that definitely targeting Rashford's ankle. Get your thoughts in, guys. Feedback on that first half. For me, Meg, it's far too slow from us. Ollie will be happy that we've got the away goal. There's less pressure on us now to obviously overexert and create too many spaces. But for me, like, I just want to see us go at them a bit more, keep the ball better, move the ball quicker. It was all just a bit scrappy in there. We didn't look after the ball, and the goal came from, realistically, just a long ball over the top. A great ball by Lindelof, great run by Rashford, and the touch and finish was class. But we haven't really created anything other than that, have we?
Not really. And as like I said, we were clinical in the one shot on target that we'd had at that point. There wasn't too many clear-cut opportunities in terms of the whole game, in terms of them and us. I know they have hit the post now, but I don't think that was ever going to go in. It was obviously outside of the post. I think De Gea had it covered.
Yeah.
But when you do have an opportunity, and even if it does come from a long ball, we said that they've got at least 10 players behind the ball.
Yeah.
So to draw them out and for Rashford to stay onside that run, by the way, his movement to that goal and his touch was phenomenal. So to draw them out and then to see that space, it's not the prettiest, it's not the most spectacular right now. But when they like I said, when they've got 10 players behind the ball, it's never gonna be pretty football. It's gonna be the long drawn out game. Now whether that's a long drawn out over 90 minutes or two games, that's where we're gonna see it.
I'm laughing at this because this is something my dad would say. Doug, take no notice of him. You know what he's like. Apparently, he said to Doug, "Have you had your haircut in Tesco?" And Doug's new haircut. Don't listen to him, Doug. Do not listen to him. Would you take? I'm guessing you mean Adama Traore, right? No, I wouldn't. To be honest with you, I find him so frustrating, like to watch. He had one good assist in against West Ham, but other than that, all season he's done absolutely nothing. He's been frustrating. Overruns the ball a lot.
Is he not just like a more muscular version of Dan James that we've got?
I'd say Dan James probably has more of an end product than him. Genuinely.
That's very, very similar style of player in terms of speed, but no end products.
Yeah. James has not
working on it, but
not a convincing half from you guys, but you've got the goal. Exactly, the away goal obviously is the most important thing. Hasn't been the most impressive. Arsenal are still drawing. Ajax are beating Roma 1-0. And then Villarreal are beating Zagreb 1-0 as well. That's the scores on the doors at half time. But yeah, hopefully we improve in the second half, Meg. You'd like to think that we're going to come out and be better in the second half. What's your thoughts on the Pogba-McTominay pivot in the middle? Do you think that works? Or do you think it's hard to judge them on that first half?
I think it's hard to judge. I think when you look at players and like partnerships on the pitch, going off one game is never, especially this game, isn't great. You want more of an idea between the two of them. We always say that McTominay always pushes us up in terms of midfield more. Fred and Matic quite deep rather than McTominay. We like seeing him that he can go further forward. I don't mind them pairing there. I think I'd like to see them be able to move the ball a bit quicker. Pogba, especially, we know that he's got the range of passing in there is so good that we need to utilise that more. Yeah,
I think Pogba at times has been liable to take an extra touch and he's got caught in it, where he got booked when he lunged in because he's lost the ball and he had to dive in. But that's come from them pressing and us not moving the ball quick enough, to be honest with you. We've moved it far too slow. He hasn't had a lot of movement in front of him as well when he has picked the ball up deep. The one time when we have had movement was that Rashford running behind, which Lindelof obviously picked it expertly, and it was a great touch and finish as well. Really good.
Again now.
Yeah. Alex, thank you so much for the super chat. It says, "Hi ladies, can you do a worst signing United 11? You know what? That's something we should do on Ladies in Red. Ladies in Red is back tomorrow, by the way, guys. I'm buzzing for it. We've also got Maya Graham as well, who's a Spurs fan, coming to join us, so that'll be interesting. But yeah, maybe that's something we could look at in Ladies in Red, but we're going to discuss the topics at some point anyway. Alex, I'm going to keep that one, definitely. We will do a video. If not me and Meg, we'll definitely do a special video looking at the worst signings. I'm already thinking about a few of them now. We've already mentioned some of them, to be fair. John said the style of football is similar to Van Gaal, only slightly better. No one really takes people on too slow, too many backwards and sideways, only relying on a bit of brilliance from Rashford, Bruno, etc. John, I completely agree. I think a lot of times, Meg, it's far too safe, isn't it? I think at times we pass it sideways, we play it safe pass rather than making a risk and going through the gaps. But again, movement has to come into that.
I agree, but I also, on this whole, we rely on individual brilliantness. The majority of goals, I would say, in terms of across the whole of football, are individuals doing a bit of brilliance. When you see a team goal, how often do you say, "Oh, that was such a good team goal"? You don't see all these passes like that. The goal that we've scored tonight, you'd probably say that's a bit of individual brilliantness where Lindelof and Rashford have combined. That's not a whole team.
Yeah.
But we've got as a team to that point where we've drawn Granada out to then find that space.
Yeah.
Teams do rely on players. You look at Man City, they do rely on players. Liverpool rely heavily on the front three, but they also to score their goals. Do you know what I mean? I do get it, but I also think like you need players to be like that.
I think you have got to have that element of individual brilliance, like you said. That's why you sign these big players, isn't it? Because you want them to do that's something special. But at the same time, I think we're like Man City. When one player's not performing, you have other ones who step up to the plate. And for us, at times, it feels like when Bruno isn't up to it, we're kind of looking around thinking who else is going to step up. Obviously, Pogba's back now, and you're hoping that he's going to be that guy. Rashford's been the guy now. And these players deserve credit. Rashford there is a moment of brilliance. Lindelof with a great ball over the top. We've punished them. We haven't had any space in behind all game, and the one time we have had it, we've scored, to be fair. But second half, I expect us to come out. Like I say, we've got the goal now, so we've got something to protect. I think defensively we look shaky. We've mentioned going forward we haven't created anything, but I also think at the back we've looked a bit shaky at times, Meg. Surely we need to be a bit more solid the second half. We need to look after it a bit more. And we need a bit more protection in front of that back four as well, because Granada are going to want to come at us. They're going to sense that there is a goal there for the taking, because we haven't been that convincing at the back. And I just hope we shore it up a bit more.
Yeah, and have you got this comment on the screen, Soph? Because I don't know. You've got some explaining to do, apparently.
Oh, yeah. So this is referring to, I don't know if you saw Nicole's tweet the other day about islands and roundabouts and alleys and whatever.
Okay.
I don't even know what it was that she called it, a balm or a car. Obviously, I'm from Wolverhampton, so I'm pretty yum when I talk, and I've got some slang words that Mancunians won't know, and vice versa. But basically, I just wanted a picture of it. I would actually call it an island. No, I would call it a roundabout, sorry. But if it's like a small one, I would call it an island. Whereas she was saying like that was wrong, so I'm going to have to explain it live tomorrow. Yeah, it's an interesting debate. Nothing to do with United, to be fair. Just an interesting debate about words, barns and cobs and alleys and gutter ball and Kirby. What do you guys call it in the chat? Is it gutter ball or is it Kirby? Meg, what do you call it?
It's a Kirby.
Gutter ball. It's gutter ball. Gutter ball. It's an alley. It's an alley, definitely. Definitely. Ian says it's going to be 3-0. I hope you're right. Score 2 in the second half. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Alex says Rashford cannot play the whole game. Granada are clearly targeting him. And if he plays longer than 65-70 minutes, he will probably be out for the Spurs game. You'd imagine Rashford would come off, not being fully fit and obviously having a knock and having to come off at the weekend. But how would you change it, Meg? If that is the case, would you give Ahmad a shot? Or do you think it's a case where maybe Cavani will come on and Greenwood will go out wide?
I think Ahmad will come on, but I also think Cavani will come on. I think he'll change 2 of the up top players. I think I wouldn't be surprised if the front 3 didn't end up as Ahmad, Cavani and Greenwood by the end of the game.
Yeah. Big up to Mo who's tuning in, by the way. I saw your comment just, he hasn't been in the chat for ages. Said, you ladies need to come here to New Zealand and us for the 2023. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I just want to imagine not being in lockdown and not worrying about coronavirus and just being able to
we can't get out of our own town, let alone travel halfway across the world right now.
That sounds brilliant. So for that banner, you have, is there a timer option? I don't know, to be fair. I think you can just take it on or off. I'm still getting used to this StreamYard, but I don't know if there's a timer. Let me see. No, there's no timer. You can just show or hide it, so I can just hide it like this if I want to. But I can show it. But I'm going to show it for now while it's half time. Ahmad will be good, but we'll see. Ollie will go to Cavani. Yeah, I expect to see Cavani feature, to be fair. I would expect that.
Yeah, I expect that. But I do think that Ahmad should get an opportunity, especially if he gets another goal before he comes on.
I saw this. I watched this Goggle Box earlier. Obviously, I followed Jack, mate, on Twitter and it is a good idea. It's a really good idea. I'd love to be a part of it. I just don't think I'm a big enough YouTuber, to be fair, to be on it, but I would love to be a part of it. I think it's a good idea. I don't know if you've seen it, Meg.
I've seen the promotion for it, but I've not watched it yet.
Funny.
By the way, just like Goggle Box as a whole. So the whole setup of it, I love that.
I thought you said you dislike it then. I thought, what?
Yeah, I love it.
I was going to say, we're basically like Gogglebox there. People are watching us watching the match. We're basically doing a bit of a Gogglebox right now when you think about it. But, yeah, I would love to go on it. It is very funny. Good idea. Goldbridge laughing at the Lego guy. Man, it's funny but bad at the same time because you kind of felt sorry for him, the Lego guy. But, yeah, and the whole thing with the squid or an octopus or whatever was going on, I don't even know what happened at that point. But watch it if you haven't because it's funny. It's hilarious to be fair. You set a timer to future streams. Yeah, I need to. You know what? If you know any graphic designers and people who know how to do stuff like that, send them my way. I'd appreciate it because this is literally I do this myself from scratch. Meg knows how many times me and Meg been on a private stream just trying to get some decent background going on. We've sat for hours of an evening just trying to sort it. So yeah, I'll do this pretty much from scratch. But if you guys could send someone my way to help with stuff like that, I'd appreciate it. Yeah, the octopus one. What was even that about? If you haven't watched it, it's hard to explain. I'm not going to try and explain it. You just need to watch it. But yeah, it's bizarre. Soph and Meg YouTube Gogglebox. That's a good idea. Just me and you, Meg, watching the same show live. But
what kind of program would it be though?
Exactly. What would you guys want to see us watch? Like, it's got to be something like controversial, hasn't it? Something that's going to get some reactions.
Let me tell you now, I'm not watching a horror. Or if it was a horror, you'd literally see me like this.
Why?
Here and a half. Are we talking Luke?
Imagine Nicole. Imagine getting Nicole on a Gogglebox as well. A ladies in red Gogglebox. That would be mad. We're coming out for the second half, by the way, guys. This is the kind of stuff I get up to, the HDT Sport 1.
Is that Luke Shaw injured then? Is that what we're going to take it? Obviously, we've got no commentary because I've turned the sound off for the stream. So if he said something about Luke Shaw on the commentary,
let us know. Yeah. Obviously, he has been booked, so it might have something to do with that. The fact that
Spurs the next game anyway.
Yeah, Spurs at the weekend as well. Maybe he's got that in mind. Do you watch Line of Duty, actually? Swissy said we should watch... Like, dang, I'm not watching Jordish or anything like that. No.
We could watch Love Island, so.
No, definitely not. You can watch that on your own. I'm not watching that. Line of Duty, do you watch that?
I don't want any spoilers because I'm very, very late to this party, but I want to watch it, so don't spoil it.
It's really good. When I'm only joking, I'm not really going to spoil it for you. No, it is good. I'm watching it. Are you eating Easter egg, by the way?
Might be.
Hell no, exactly.
I'll
be losing subscribers if we're going to watch that crap. That's not going to happen.
Do you know what I meant to do?
What?
I meant to get some mini eggs for half time, put them in the microwave. And I forgot.
Oh, man. You know what? I did it the other day, though. I followed your advice on how to go with it. I did
Was it like Taste Revelation?
I don't think I put them in for long enough, but they were starting to crack and I got scared. But they were nice.
See?
They were nice anyway.
Is that another foul? If this is not a yellow card, I missed the foul. But another player rolling around on Maguire.
This could be funny, like embarrassing bodies or... Oh, what's that other one?
Naked Attraction.
Yes, that's the one.
I know exactly which one you were talking about.
It's like watching that streaker again.
That program, man.
Songs of praise. Any reality shows is a big no. Look funny. Like something that's controversial. A horror would have been funny, but Meg's too scared to do that. I'd
do a horror if I wasn't on my own.
I imagine Nicole being hilarious. Oh, Pimple Popper. I'll do it purely for the entertainment, but I don't think I'll be watching the screen very often. Some people love that kind of stuff, not me.
See, I could deal with that. I can't deal with things like. Do you know what it is? It's like that creepy, like background music that they play.
That's the best bit.
I don't get why they need to do stuff like that. Sets the scene, but it scares me. Yeah, give some cooking advice, Meg. It depends what microwave you got or what power microwave you got. I've got a 900 watt microwave and I put them in for a minute, then I might put in 10 seconds extra.
Sorry.
If you've got like a less wattage microwave, then it might be a little bit longer.
Ghost Hunters in a bad shape. Peaky Blinders, I'm a big Peaky Blinders fan. To be fair, I love it. Yeah,
never watched an episode.
You've never watched Peaky Blinders?
Nope.
Get out, Meg. Get out. Let's
Too busy watching Love Island.
Too busy watching Love Island. Come on. What do we even have on the channel, guys? Please, someone explain to me. Why do I have Meg here when she watches Love Island and doesn't even touch Peaky Blinders? Meg Ramsey. If you have Meg the microwave snob. I have a 900 watt.
But I was just trying to, tell you how long I put it in.
This is a good show because I know you've been getting through them lately. Harry Potter Gogglebox.
Yes, I'm on my last one. I've rewatched them all without any distractions. Like when they'll come on over Christmas, but you're kind of with everybody. You don't really watch them, but you just stick it on as something on the telly.
Yeah.
I've literally sat down and rewatched them all.
Can't beat them. Cannot beat them. Gordon Ramsay. Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares. I don't know if you watched that, Meg, but I love it.
I've watched it, but I used to love the Celebrity House Kitchen.
Yeah. I like the one. If anyone is a big watcher of Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares.
Sorry, it's just headed back out for a corner.
Yeah. By the way, you've got sidetracking and talk about TV, Gogglebox, and all sorts. But and microwaves, a bit of a random topic to get onto, but we go with it. But Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares. I remember there's two twins, and they're an Italian restaurant. I think it was in America, and they both got really angry at each other. And made them get into a boxing ring and made them fight each other to get that anger out.
Oh, strike by the way on that then.
It's Kennedy again with a strike. Saved by De Gea. But yeah, and then basically he made them go into the street and he's saying, what do you sell? And they're like, homemade meatballs, like this. That episode kills me. They're literally shouting it into the street. I've watched it several times, as you can probably tell. But it makes me bring ring. I'm like, what? Robbie says, knows my game. I love Peaky Blinders. I do love Peaky Blinders.
Jesus Christ, what?
Is that a booking? Hey!
It's not been a booking.
Hey, he's got a booking.
He just injured himself as well. Not a surprise. What a terrible tackle.
Finally.
Absolutely wiped him out. What's this?
Dan James.
Well, he wasn't letting him pass. Look at that. Swiped him.
And then he holds his own leg. Muppet. I hope he's all right, though. You said she wasn't letting him pass, was he? Dan James doing it at the minute.
I mean,
I hope it's okay.
When you've got Dan James running that yet, and he gets to turn on you, you've got to go.
Yeah. Oh, it looks sore, to be fair. Should be a red. A few people said it should be a red. He was very cynical, wasn't he? He just took him out. He was not letting him pass. He was cynical. He wasn't going for the ball at all. But I can't see this ref. The ref struggled to give him a yellow. I think he struggled to pull that yellow out then. He was hesitant. He's just done him. Yeah, that's a bad tackle.
Well, as a defender, that's the one way you go, yeah, you're not getting past me.
Yeah. My favourite character, Peaky Blinders. I do love Aunt Polly, to be honest with you. I think she's great. I like Ada too. And John is another. I like more. Apart from Tommy, of course. Tommy's the goat. He's the one, isn't he? But I'll probably say Polly. I think Polly's class. Even though she gets a bit irritating towards the end, they protect if she's on Michael and stuff like that. But yeah. Have you ever seen a Netflix series View on Netflix? Have you ever watched that, Meg? I have.
No, I've not watched it.
Creepy. So creepy. It's a good watch, though.
Yeah, probably won't watch it then. You've not sold it to me.
No, it's not like horror creepy. It's about like a stalker. It's called Ball by Tellers. Corner. Yeah, You is a bit strange. It's about like a bloke who obviously stalks this girl. But like some of the, you need to watch it. I would definitely recommend you watching it, but it is a bit like weird. Most Haunted are recruiting for the new series. Shall we go on it, Meg? Imagine Meg on that. But I'm the kind of person who will do stuff like to wind her up as well. That's the thing. Like I'd act like I could feel something or whisper in her ear or something.
I'd just be clinging on to you.
Come on, Rashford. I remember I went to Scarefest last year. Alton Terrace. It's class.
Nah. I want to go just last year, but I know what I'm going to be like.
You want to go where?
Alton Towers, like Scarefest. I've never been.
I found it so funny the way Maguire dribbled past him then. It was a foul on him. But a little tap on the shoulder, fair play. That was
going
what?
off. The guy that got, I don't know the Granada player's name, but he's off. What?
Who is Meg's favourite character from Mrs. Marple? What would you say, Meg? What's your favourite ever series then to watch? I love The American Office, for example. That's up there for me in terms of series because it's just hilarious. Peaky Blinders, Breaking Bad's up there for me.
I did get into Breaking Bad. Josh watched it, and I was like, no, I'm not watching it. I don't want to get into it. And when it's on, and I kept watching it on and on, just on the side.
Maguire? Why was he squatting before a headed?
Maguire put his head down.
Squatting, he was
I had to get into it in the end. I don't know. I prefer documentaries and stuff like that than series.
Like Louis Theroux?
Yeah, but I don't. I like the one that we're watching. All just like the police documentaries.
Yeah. Well, stuff in prison and stuff like that are good as well.
Yeah,
it's quite annoying in it though, because at the start of every episode, he has to tell you about the fact that he was wrongly imprisoned and. Oh, really, mate? You never mentioned it before. You've been in prison, have you?
That's news to me, mate.
Yeah.
What happened?
Drop of the shoulder from Wan-Bissaka. Tadic has missed a penalty. Wow. So it's still 1-0. Tadic missed a penalty, and now Roma have scored. It's 1-1. Interesting. Did you watch that? You mentioned that you like documentaries. The Cecil Hotel thing.
No, I haven't yet.
That's very interesting as well. With Eliza Lamb.
To be fair,
Rashford's gone central, hasn't he? Greenwood's going out on the right.
Police documentaries or football or Hollyoaks is the only thing that goes on the telly, unless it's Fireman Sam or Paw Patrol in our house.
Hollyoaks, Meg.
Yeah, it's a bit of a guilty pleasure. Hollyoaks is a bit of a guilty pleasure for me.
I'm just going to sarcastically take a sip of my Dr. Pepper and not comment on that one. I'll let the chat be the judge of that.
We've got to have a guilty pleasure, and Hollyoaks is mine.
I don't know what my guilty pleasure would be. You know what mine is? I love stuff, and you probably not expected, but I love stuff. Are you 14? Exactly. I love stuff like Downton Abbey. So you probably say, "Are you 67?" or something in the chat now. But
have you ever watched Vera?
The little detective woman.
Yeah, love that. And Death in Paradise when it's on. But Hollyoaks is just that guilty pleasure, that's just, yeah. I don't watch any other soap, but just Hollyoaks.
I can't believe you just said Hollyoaks. I can't believe I didn't know this before.
I'm owning it. But to be fair, you can ask Josh right now, the amount of times I actually get to watch it is minimal. Very minimal.
You got the omnibus on every weekend, don't even lie.
No,
It's just Sunday morning TV.
I have to watch the clips off Facebook.
Dexter was a good show. Yeah, Dexter was mad. If you like crime and stuff like that, Dexter is a good one. If you haven't watched that, very good.
Nah.
Yeah, a lot of people are not impressed with the Hollyoaks.
Like I said, if it's not football,
1-0.
And if it's not football, if it's not a police crime documentary or a police series like Vera,
yeah,
nothing really goes on in our house. Football is really the main thing that gets put on, or if it's not a kids program.
Through lockdown, I'll be honest, what I watched majority of the time was The American Office with Steve Carell, and I loved it. I got addicted to it, and I'd watch it daily, and I've literally watched all of it. Oh, the goal was disallowed apparently against Arsenal, so it's still
why was it disallowed? Whoever's watching it, why was it disallowed?
Oh,
Jesus Christ, Maguire!
Unlucky, Harry. Yeah, goal was disallowed. Let us know why it was disallowed. Paw Patrol, now you're talking. I'll put that on a level with Hollyoaks, to be fair. Acting just good.
Just can we get off the TV programme for the fact that Maguire...
That run, the little drop of the shoulder.
Drop the shoulder past the player. Obviously got towards the edge of the box and... wondered where on earth he was. Forgot where he was going.
It's like on FIFA. Little drop of the shot, little fake shot going on.
Love that off him.
Oh, imagine if we put that away. My desk would have gone. I'm like, what?
I was going to say, I'd not be on the screen. I'd be over there somewhere celebrating.
You know, what is that?
Maguire ever... Oh, if he did a goal like that, I swear, honestly, I'd be up dancing.
Team Maguire. Hashtag Maguire. 4 in the Bed on Channel 4. I do like random documentaries. I remember the documentary I watched before on Channel 4, and it's about people who live their lives as dogs. Did you ever see that? That freaked the hell out. Like, that was weird. Like, literally, like, there's this one guy dressed in...
You can't say to me, you watch Hollyoaks, and then you're chatting about people who live their lives as dogs, and you're happy to watch it.
No, it's one of them things. It was just on. I didn't even choose for it to be on. It was just on. And, he gets sucked in. And I was like, what? People do this? Danger, Granada. Lindelof puts it behind. But no, literally, like, he slept in a cage of a night time, and he'd soil the cage and stuff like that, and his wife would have to clean. He was married to a woman who accepted this behaviour that went on. Exactly, Meg. You're enticed now. You want to watch this?
No,
I was I was just like, what? And I remember watching.
How is everyone happy for you to watch that? Yet I can't watch Hollyoaks.
Because that's interesting. Hollyoaks isn't interesting.
Trust me, I am not interested in a man soiling himself and somebody got to clean it up.
I can't remember. I don't think I've ever watched Hollyoaks. I always skipping past it. The only soap I remember watching EastEnders as a kid. So my mum would always have it on, and that was when Phil and Grant Mitchell and that was in it, Cat Deeley and Alfie Moon. It was the prime years for EastEnders. I remember watching it then, and a bit of Corrie because I'd go into my nan, have a cup of tea with my nan at the same time every evening, pretty much, and she'd be watching Emmerdale followed by Corrie, and that was the highlight of their evening. But I'd only watch it alongside my nan and granddad. I wouldn't go out. Other than EastEnders as a kid with my mum, I just wouldn't. I don't know. I think with a soap you have to watch it consistently to get the story, don't you? Otherwise you're kind of catching up.
Mate, you miss some of these soaps and then they come on the telly and I'm like, who is this? When did this person arrive?
Who's this family? When did they get on the street? Come on. So
we've played 15 minutes in this half and
I think we've not really commentated much on the game, so we apologise for that game, guys. Talking about microwaves and stuff. Meg started it with the whole Hollyoaks thing.
Have you put out for a corner?
Yes. Get to Gadget there, his legs extending. Get out my pub. Yeah, exactly. That kind of era. That was when EastEnders was good.
No, definitely. What's the one that she shouted? You're not my mother.
That was the poshest Cockney accent I've ever heard.
Mate, not about an accent, me.
You're not my mother. It's the Irish version. Irish Enders. Nah, fair enough. You watch Hollyoaks, Meg. I respect it. You watch Hollyoaks.
Let a girl live, man.
I think my guilty pleasure is probably Family Guy. I like a bit of Family Guy.
Nah.
You don't like Family Guy?
Shut up, Meg. No, don't like it. So, do you know how many times I hear that comment?
I never even put 2 and 2 together. Can't unsee that now. That Meg. Come on. 62 minutes in, still 1-0 to United. Again, not really creating much in this. Family Guy isn't guilty. I'll probably say it's more guilty pleasure because I don't really watch cartoons and stuff, and every now and again I will just, if I want something that's easy, I'll just put Family Guy on. But Harry Potter is probably the one that I'll go to the most. If there's nothing else on, quite often I'll put Harry Potter on, or even The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings or something like that because I'm a nerd. Simpsons is a good show as well. Simpsons is class. The Simpsons ride in Florida. I love it. Is it a football watch along? A bit of both, DC. A bit of both. The game was so boring, we ended up talking about microwaves for a little bit.
Like I say, we are watching the match. It's on. But I mean, neither team are impressing me or doing anything brilliant right now.
Yeah, nothing at all. Would you make any changes, Meg?
Just probably at the top, Rashford for Ahmad,
Greenwood.
Cavani.
Well,
We're getting a lot of corners. We're not doing anything with them. Oh, there you go. As we speak, Cavani.
Yeah, guys, please listen to DC. Please smash that like button. Smash it in, as we said about Rashford earlier.
Why would I do my hair like that? He's literally just tipped the water on it, slicked it back.
I bet Nicole's loving this.
Look at him. He knew the camera was there.
Yeah, like, here you go, Nicole Deans.
It's a fucking Zora.
Wow.
All the way over the top. Let's come back to Greenwood.
There's just literally no attack in there.
Come on, Bruno, make something happen.
Nothing. Too close to the goalkeeper.
Just hopeful, isn't it? Hopeful. Navan, thank you for popping over to say hi. I appreciate it, and I hope you're doing well. We're 1-0 up. That's positive, but at the minute, not the best game. Not the best game at all.
I mean, it needs a little spice in the game, don't we? We need something to happen. It needs another goal.
Cavani obviously is coming on then. Good turn and pass by Greenwood.
Drive it.
Rashford.
Surrounded. You're surrounded.
Just needed to play it back to James there, though.
Just surrounded.
Did Rashford stand on him there or something? When then he'd been shot.
Who's coming on?
Who is coming on?
I don't know. I swear he just put the board up.
Is it Rashford?
Yeah, Rashford off. Sensible.
Come on, Cavani. More like granola. Granada TV. Doug sent me a picture earlier of the Granada TV lineup. I can't believe they haven't had more bookings in this game. So if you're a Harry Potter geek, why don't you use the thing that turns back time in a scenario in the Prisoner of Azkaban? I am a big Harry Potter geek, to be fair. Me and Doug, to be fair, for a little bit did in lockdown quizzes on the channel. And we had like Harry Potter around. That was fun. Need to do that again. See how many of you guys are geeks as well. Mo's goes back onto the food with a question. Get your random questions, these guys. Obviously, this is a watch along, and we do comment on anything major that happens.
That was a neat little touch. Didn't quite come off by Cavani.
Yeah, and McTominay. Kennedy's driving. Got a shot again straight into De Gea's hands. Your favourite dish? I think steak and chips for me.
No, like chicken and rice and like kind of like sauce. Like soy sauce and honey and garlic and chicken with mushrooms and rice.
Cool.
And like bang it in a dish, in a pan. There you go. Something like that.
Bob's your uncle and all that. Nice. Yeah, I think mine is probably steak and chips as my favourite meal. But I can't beat it. DC says, thank you for that, Tom. He says, both you ladies don't look a day over 19. Thank you, very kind of you.
Must be a high birthday.
Do you reckon Wolves can score 2 at Anfield? Do you think they could come back against Real Madrid?
No. I think even if they score 2, I think Real Madrid will still score 1.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a task. I'm not writing Liverpool off because we've seen them do madder things, to be fair. But, yeah, I think Madrid will go through.
I think it's not about Liverpool scoring 2. I think it's a Liverpool trying to keep Real Madrid at bay.
Yeah.
And that's the downfall.
Hello to Jordan. I hope you're good. Favourite TV chef? I'd probably say Gordon Ramsay. It just makes me laugh.
Yeah, Gordon. But I do like Gino as well.
Yeah.
He's a funny man.
Thank you for that, Irish Sinner. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate that. Favourite TV presenters? Ant and Dex.
Yeah.
They're just the absolute goats, aren't they, to be honest with you? Do you watch any other sports, Meg? Boxing is one that I'll watch. I like international rugby as well. So if the Six Nations is on, I'll watch England playing international rugby union. But boxing, I'd say, is the main one that I watch other than football, Meg. Do you watch any other sports?
Whatever's really on. I don't.
Throwing it straight to Granada. We did it in first half as well.
Yeah, we're lucky at times that these are quite poor going forward, and their majority of the shots have been from outside of the box from Kennedy. But
looking against Granola rather than Granada or something.
Or he's putting it into Rosehead, but really, we're keeping him at bay. But we are lucky that they're not a better team.
We've been so sloppy. We haven't really pushed on from the performance against Brighton. Just poor.
I presume Aaron's in the chat, but
Big up to Aaron. Hope you're good.
I don't know what he's doing.
Aaron, let us know what you're thinking. You're spamming.
He's like very, 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 very angry.
Thoughts on Fury versus Joshua? I always used to say that I fancied Joshua, but I've become a bit of a Fury fan lately, to be honest with you. That could have deflected anywhere. It's corner again.
Their coach, I think, knows that they're growing into this game.
Yeah.
I heard about this. He had a hat-trick of horses that won.
Who did?
Alex Ferguson.
Did he?
Yeah.
Fair play to him. Fair play to him. I didn't read that. I think Fury will beat AJ, though. I've just got a feeling that he's going to do him. Like I say, I've kind of become like a recent Tyson Fury fan.
Ever since his documentary.
That, and also seeing like his weight loss and stuff, like, it's just admirable. And he's a United fan. So I like that as well. Team Fury.
That pass was so bad. It was so behind him.
We're just like we were against Brighton. We've hardly putting 3 passes together. It's slow, sloppy. One bit of magic, really, and we've got a goal. We're lucky with that. Lucky we're playing against Granola FC. Because against a better team, we'd have been punished by now. Definitely.
Are they doing that as a foul?
I've been watching the Masters golf all day. I'm not going to get into the golf.
Again? He's given another yellow card.
Oh, Maguire.
Misses the next match. I do not understand.
Is it going to be Lindelof Boy next week? Is Boy even back? If not, Tuanzebe maybe?
He's saying like what we've done one challenge. The amount of challenges that have gone in on Manchester United players is a bit. I mean, you can tell that it's quite biased.
As Chris said there, no Maguire, Shaw, McTominay, likely not to have Boye back as well. It makes the second leg interesting. We need to finish it tonight, like you say, Meg. Doesn't look like we're going to do that though. That's frustrating.
This has got to be finished tonight.
We don't look like we're playing anything now at the minute. Go on then, Cavani.
No, hold your run.
Go on then, Greenwood.
Great challenge.
So dull.
I have to appreciate the challenge on that though. That was a great.
Yeah, it's a good tackle. A good tackle, to be fair. Matic is coming on. How long does Pogba want on that ball there?
Matic.
Stressful.
Why?
Matic is coming on.
It's not the change I would have made.
But he's not going to risk the likes of Ahmad. Run it, James. Go on.
Go, you got to cut in, mate.
It's unlucky. At least he was direct.
Yeah, but Soph, come on, that was poor.
But thing is, though, Meg, like he's running with the ball there, putting it into Cavani. That's it. No one else up there. She needs to look after it a little bit. It's a good challenge, that.
That was a good challenge, yeah.
Matt to McTominay, I'm guessing. Nice little trolls in the chat.
Oh, interesting one.
BBBB. I wonder if that was actually Aaron earlier then. I'm exposed apparently. Let me just... No, I'm not. I'm all right.
I mean, thanks for commenting on the stream.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate it. Oh, his Pogba's come off. Nice.
Yeah, but that's our 3 rounds of substitutes. And I just... Not
Was that you earlier? So, I mean, I know I've been looking a bit rough in lockdown. Come on. You're faster than me, for one. Nike, Adidas, or Puma? Nike for me. What's your choice, Meg?
I quite like Adidas.
I like
there's some things that they do, certain things. I appreciate them both. There you go. Either of them over Puma.
See, I think I'm going to judge it on what I'd wear most of, and obviously, as you all know, I like my trainers. And majority of my trainers are like Air Maxes or Jordans, or so.
Yeah.
Nike for me. I'm definitely more biased towards the Nike, but yeah, top 2 there would be Nike and Adidas, definitely. I was going to say, maybe you get 5 subs as well, don't you, in Europa League? So we have got another 2.
Yeah, but I only on 3 occasions, isn't it? Still. So is it not?
Oh yeah, we've done 3 individuals, haven't we?
We've done 3 occasions of substitutes.
Thanks, Doug. I appreciate that. Don't worry about it. We're doing our best. We've had
I don't know if that's right, but I just thought, it's still 5 subs, but I just thought on 3 occasions that you can have the subs, and that is the 3 occasions used.
Yeah. Nike, but I mainly like Adidas Original. Adidas Original's nice.
Yeah.
Cavani, there's his pass. What's the Arsenal score? Are they still drawing as well?
No idea.
Here's Telles to Maguire. McTominay's got a free kick. Still 0-0. I believe I don't know if the half-time one counts. If it does 3, then I'll lose a bit of a wally. Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know if the half-time one does count. It'd be nice if someone could confirm that in the chat if you know.
Surely it would do.
Go on, Cavani. Oh, look, that was going right to him.
Surely that's still an occasion of a substitute.
It doesn't, says Ian.
It doesn't count.
So potentially we could use more. Could do a double sub. Apparently there's been 2 disallowed goals for Spotter. Interesting. It's 3 stoppages of play. Oh, okay, that makes sense then. Because that ain't a stoppage of play, is it? This has been a poor game, hasn't it? Oh, boy, this blew my mind. I did see this. Griezmann on the 8th of April.
3 kids.
So was it first one in 2016, the next one 2019, and then the next one 2021? All on the 8th of April. That is planning.
There must be a day in his year that he's got marked down in the diary.
The perfect hat trick. That's ridiculous. Like, how have you even done that? Get all the birthdays out of the way on one day as well. Handy.
It's an expensive day.
You'd be so annoyed if you were the other kids, though. Oh, it's not just my birthday anymore.
Yeah.
The next one comes along.
That first child must be fuming.
Yeah. That's mad, though. Mad. Just checked half-time subs do not count. There you go. So they don't count. Eight for July is a good day in his house. Have you tried Indian food? Soph and Meg. What would you normally have from an Indian restaurant, Meg?
What do you think I'd already have, Soph?
Korma.
Yes.
I like a korma, though, to be fair. I'm not even knocking it. I like a korma. Like a balti. Making me hungry now. Making me hungry. Favourite retro shirt was the black sharp view cam. Like the one you've got behind you. Is that this one?
Yeah.
It is a nice shirt. That one's up there for me, to be fair. Chicken korma for the win to Doug. Yeah, exactly. Making me want a chicken korma at him. So we saw the blow dryer.
Greetings, you're very much like your ancestors.
Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it from Canada. I want to go to Canada.
What a beautiful country. The scenery out there. That probably probably someone else that aged me. I love the scenery.
Yeah. I'd love to go. And to be fair, to like Niagara Falls and stuff as well. It's mad.
Is this what the team has got to?
No, Dan.
Daniel, you'll be blocked for that comment.
No. Would you rather Gucci or Louis Vuitton? Good question.
I'm not a big designer person. I'd rather some like Nike trainers.
I have some Gucci Air Forces and I love them though. So I'm gonna go with Gucci.
Yeah, I'm not into the whole designer scene.
These trolls are mad, they are. Bless them.
They try.
Curry sauce and cornflakes. That's intrigued me.
You'll see that. I'm trying that tomorrow, so.
No. I know someone who actually used to put orange juice on the cereal instead of milk though.
No, we're not anything but milk on cereal is wrong.
I found that, but because they didn't like milk, that's what they went for. But orange juice, I think, is a bit sickly. Like I couldn't imagine that. Granada.
Like orange juice with bits as well on your corn.
Nah.
Giving the ball away. Why? That's a 5-yard pass.
There's a shot's deflected.
Now a corner. That's a 5-yard pass not being correct. If there's one thing that's really let us down, it's passing.
This is a good question. If you could train with any United player, who would it be? I'm guessing you mean current United player. I think Meg's going to say Pogba, but I'll let Meg go.
Yeah, I'd probably train with Pogba.
I'll probably go Bruno. Because I don't know, he seems like he'd drive you to the next level. Like his personality
would be able to teach you, like.
I was going to say, I think Pogba would just be mesmerising. Like some of the skills and stuff that he does. I think I'd just be like, wow. Do you know what I mean? So Bruno or Pogba for me, I think.
This chat has just gone from no football now. I apologise if you're here for the football.
We are watching it. It's a Granada, 81 minutes.
There's not much to speak about because the game is gone.
Long throwing into the box. It's away by Maguire. We're pretty much penned in at the minute. Come on, Cavani. Hold it. Yes, go on.
He's got passed in there.
Bruno.
Get a decent touch.
He's got it. Go on, Greenwood. So frustrating. Arsenal have scored.
Oh, it makes my evening even worse.
Loud run on Nick.
Who scored for him?
Pepe. Of course it was Pepe. Come on then, James.
Well, you know that means we'll hear all about it.
Come on.
Drive at him.
Someone make a movement.
Oh, cheeky, what? Why is there no one in the box?
The flag did not go up. Come on, James, turn.
This is where Bruno's sat. Do it again.
Free kick on the edge of the box to Granada.
Greenwood's angry, man. He's playing his arms about.
Should be 2-0. Spuddy said, do you think pre-season tours will be cancelled next season? Will help the lower leagues if so.
He's been called off anyway.
Oh, you're already better there. Which I like in Italy and Spain. Spain, Real Madrid, as we mentioned earlier. Johnny's coming on. Italy.
Do you not
Ahmad,
Ahmad?
to be fair.
We say? I missed that. Sorry, I was talking about Ahmad.
Is that another booking?
Oh,
Another booking.
I'm surprised that didn't go with Matic misses the next game.
Did he elbow him? Caught him, but I wouldn't say that's a yellow. I don't think he did it on purpose. This ref. I'm not blaming the ref because we've been poor, but this ref has been questionable, Meg.
The decisions by this ref in terms of the fairness within the fouls and the consequence of fouls.
Yeah. Doug said the ref is card happy. He is, but only to United. Johnny's coming on. He's going to have like 5.5 minutes plus added.
Ooh, Roma 2-1.
So there's been a few goals coming in late. That's how we've got another one here. Granada in the minute with a free kick.
I go from the 4-0. I'll just take a multiple away goals. So just at least 2.
4-0.
That's what, like I said, I just think over a 2-leg tie, if you're playing away first, you've got to get multiple away goals.
It's corner for Granada. 85 minutes. It's away by Maguire. Get out to the one on the edge then. I just don't trust us defending.
We seem to be... There's a lot of players in that box.
Yes, Bruno. He's looking up and there's no one there. He's won a free kick. Meg, in a minute I'm going to ask standout player. Who are you thinking?
I'm laughing because Josh behind me is going, we've asked him that question and
Exactly.
he's
I
just
am all the points tonight.
I'm glad you've given me about 5 minutes to think about this.
It hasn't been a standout, has there? There has not been a standout. Frustrating.
It's not been the most exciting performance ever.
No. But 1-0, would you be happy with that, taking that back?
No. I'd be happy, half happy.
You look at the players we've not got for the second leg.
I'm half happy the fact that we've at least scored one.
Yeah.
But am I thrilled about this?
Lindelof for the long ball. Yeah, Rashford for the goal.
No, I'm not thrilled about it at all.
To be fair, Lindelof, he hasn't done anything like...
Out of all the players, I was edging towards Lindelof, but I am like I said, give me till the 90 minutes to see if I change anything.
If Maguire would have scored when he dropped the shoulder and went for that shot, I think I would have given it for that.
Easily for that. This Granada team have worked very hard. You can see them now, just around surrounding players, in defence, surrounding players.
Yeah.
They've put 10 behind the ball. They've set up to defend. They put that one up top.
Thank you so much for that, Danny. Says, sod the match. You two have been fantastic again. Always entertaining and fun. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's really kind. Appreciate that. Glad you've enjoyed it. Like you say, the game has not been the best, but hopefully we get a win.
Then that's bad, isn't it? It's 88 minutes going and we're just cling on now.
Yeah, and before we're like, we're going to get several goals. Is Bruno got on Cavani?
I think deliver.
Go on. Who's on the floor there?
Penalty.
Penalty.
What is
Penalty.
it?
He's given a penalty.
Has he given it?
Ooh.
He was like pointing like out.
Bruno Fernandes. People hate it when I say that, when they can't tell that I'm literally mocking the fact that other teams call him that.
Hang on, has he got a card out as well? Just everybody sit down.
I want to see what happened.
A card out as well.
Pushed in the face.
Oh, he's got to check his earpiece.
Let's see what happened. Bruno's running in.
Why is he?
No. Do you think that's a pen? Well, to be fair, it just hit him in the face though. But
He hits him in the face. I need like a. He's given it. He's given it.
it does hit him in the face.
VAR said that there's no need to change.
James, you are right. Yeah, to be fair, if anyone's interested in becoming a mod, obviously, if you're a regular on the channel, just drop me a message on Twitter or on Insta, and obviously, I'll definitely add. Because I could do some more trolls, more mods, definitely. Slavia have scored 1-1. Interesting away goal for them. Come on, Bruno.
Fucking scored.
I literally please just score then.
Come on. The keeper's eyes are intense.
Mate, the whole thing's intense.
Come on. Take the penalty, Bruno. I can't deal with it. Yes! Woo! Get in. Is he crying?
Carlos is actually cradling
Are you
him.
right, Bruno? You just scored, mate. Yes. Didn't. He just went for it. That's a shocking penalty, but
It's
big
in.
goal. Big goal.
That goalkeeper's going to be so disappointed with himself.
2-0 so
We'll take it. And breathe
I've
a
got
bit.
the multiple away goals, that's it. I'm told I'm half happy about it.
Was close, so he was close.
Look at his little face afterwards. He knows he's got lucky with that.
Alex says, United 2-0, get in. Can I be a mod, please? So if you just drop me a message, and obviously people who are regularly on the channel, definitely. Doug does a fantastic job. So does John when he's over here as well, but could do some support. So appreciate that. James, I appreciate that. Definitely drop me a message and I'll add you on. Yeah, appreciate all the help. And obviously, as I mentioned earlier as well, guys, if anyone knows any people who can do like StreamYard graphics and the backgrounds and stuff to help me out as well, I'd appreciate that. Full-time Arsenal 1-1. They got a goal literally right at the end. That's frustrating for them. We didn't need that second goal, I agree. But the players that we've got out, that's a big goal.
Well, they're back.
Hey.
We scored 2 now, so.
I don't get it. I don't get these people. He did score. That's all that matters. I thought it was a suspect penalty. I'm not going to lie, but he did catch him in the face.
We're only on the weights. Oh, do you not keep it in?
Come on, a shoot through. 4 minutes of added into the third one.
Oh, he lost the ball.
It's in. Luckily, his touch let him down. Tried by Lindelof.
There, whilst we mentioned Lindelof, that's who I'm going for as my player that did better than any other. I'd like to say stand out, but yeah.
Well, I thought it was going to be a
As a
corner.
United man of the match, I'll go with Lindelof.
Yeah, he played well, Lindelof. Guys, let us know in the chat who is your player of the match as well. And we know there's not a great deal to choose from, to be fair, but we have got the win. Looks like we're going to get a clean sheet, fingers crossed. So let us know. We've gone with Lindelof.
This is why conceding away goal at the end. This is why multiple away goals are so important. Arsenal are going to go to Slavia and they've got to score.
Yeah.
They have now got to go out there and score.
Yeah.
So,
And what we've already mentioned, Shaw being out, Maguire being out, McTominay being out, like, we're going to have to make changes in the second leg. So having that extra insurance is useful.
yeah.
Villarreal are still 1-0 up as well. Good result for Slavia. Look at the away goal for them, as Meg's mentioned. Zoe, really good. Jane, thank you so much. I've really enjoyed this. I feel like I've been sat in the house with some girls watching the match. That's what we're going for. Just two fans with you guys. So I appreciate that comment. Thank you. And I'm glad you've enjoyed it. Go on, and James, let's get a third.
No, he's not even...
Is that not a pass back?
That's not even... James, come on, you've got to look up. You've got one person in the box. You've got to be looking up at that point and thinking...
Yeah.
What, 90... It was obviously it's 94 minutes now, but... Yeah, whatever.
There we go. Full time. Done, dusted, job done. Breathe.
I mean, thank you very much.
Dancers playing the matches with Steve, keeping entertained. Thank you so much. I think Lindelof says Alex. Lindelof says Chris.
I think Lindelof
Solid,
for the majority of people got to be.
Yeah, go Man United, definitely. Yeah, mate, 2-0. It wasn't the most convincing, as we've already said, but 2 away goals. We've got to focus on the positives. Kept a clean sheet, which I know that you'll be happy with as well. But we've got obviously Spurs at the weekend. Totally different test for us. We all want revenge after the... I'm not even going to repeat the score earlier on in the season, but we're going to want revenge for that, aren't we? So should be an interesting one. But we need to perform better than we did tonight. Better than we did against Brighton, don't we, Meg? Definitely. But we'll be back with Red tomorrow. There's going to be me, Meg, Natalie, Nicole, joined by Maya as well, who is a Spurs fan. Should be a good one, Meg. You're looking forward to that?
I am. It's like I said, back to the Premier League. It's a big game for them. It's also a big game for us. It's so close in the Prem season right now. You don't want to be slipping up. We've come into we are in the business end of the season, aren't we?
Yeah.
We've got games left, right, and centre. They're important games. And like I said, the game at the start of the season for us against Spurs is not one that we want to be repeating.
Yeah.
The other way around.
8 o'clock tomorrow. But 8 o'clock will be live. Alex, thank you so much for the super testers. Watch 3 games won, 100% success rate. What can we say, Meg? It is. And thank you, Alex, for the contribution. I really do appreciate it. Guys, hope you've all enjoyed it. Obviously, in the chat, if you haven't missed your comments, you don't do it on purpose. Just drop a question afterwards, and me and Meg will definitely look at the comments. Thank you to everyone who's contributed. Thanks to Doug, obviously, for fighting the trolls with me. I really appreciate that. But, guys, if you've enjoyed it, please smash that like button. Smash it in like Rashford. Smash the like button. Smash the subscribe button if you're new as well. But I've enjoyed it. Meg, if you just want to shout out your socials and let people know where they can find you.
I am at Meg and Cam with an underscore. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in and being with us tonight. Not the prettiest or the most exciting game, but it's another job done. So that's all I'm going with. I'm a half happy person, if we can say that tonight. Not fully happy with it. I'm a half happy person. At Meg and Cam with an underscore. They are not. I worked it out because as I was talking, I was like, "Can you see me move my hands?" At Meg and Cam with an underscore on Twitter, and then from there you can go onto Instagram. So I've got a new Instagram, so you can go on there, all related to football, and back on hair dry treatment as always.
Brill. Obviously, we'll be back with another watch along soon as well. I'll speak to Meg, see when we're free. Could be the weekend. If not, we'll try next week. But I'm enjoying doing this, Meg. I'm enjoying doing the watch alongs. I think they're a good laugh. And yeah, I like the fact that people say it's just like being in the room watching the match with us, because that's the feel that we're going for. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Like I say, if you're new, please hit that sub button. We're so close to 15k. Let's go and laugh at AFTV now.
I've got to finish on this comment. If you don't have a 900 watt microwave,
if you haven't got a 900 watt, you're a peasant like me. I haven't got a 900 watt, I don't think so. Yeah, never a microwave, upper class microwave. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. We'll be back soon. But until then, keep smiling, take care. And yeah, we'll see you soon.